my Korean husband.
Hey guys!
I'm Hugh.
I'm Nicola.
We are from My Korean Husband blog.
And what are we talking about today?
Today we are going to talk about the difference between Korea and Australia.
So things that you have noticed that have surprised you. So you have been in Australia.
In Australia about like 6 years.
Yeah, so you've been back and forth to Korea.
Yeah, but I stayed in Korea about 1 month or 2 months.
But now we're living here. And so you are getting a little bit of reverse culture shock?
Little bit, not nearly big shock.
But there's a few things
small,
that are a little bit interesting or different or annoying. Yeah. Okay, so what are those? So number one.
Like first thing was I was talking something reunification, North Korea and South Korea, and I thought people think of course we wanna reunify, but they just don't talk about other stuff. Just because we are one country, we are one. We used to be one country, so we have to reunify. And I said, but we have to take support North Korea and take all the hard thing.
So your parents and other old people get a bit worked up about this, get very emotional about it.
Yeah. Of course, we need to work really hard, and we would have hard time for about 10 or 20 years, but we still need to because we are one country. But my thinking is but I think there's another way, because if we just learn from the Germany
and other places,
the unify, they had some problems before.
So this is a topic that is quite emotional, but it's one you've discussed in Australia a lot. So do you think that when you're in Australia, you're away from Korea and you're discussing it more in a sort of analytical way?
Yeah, but I also had this problem with Korean people when I was in Australia. I talk about this, and I think this is better for our country, but we are still the same country.
So it's very passionate about that. Yeah. So the younger generation is changing a little bit because it's going to be very, very difficult for South Korea if the countries join together, and like a different way of doing it, but it's something that is still very emotional for people. So something that in Australia you had a lot of freedom to sort of give all your opinions about stuff, but in Korea, especially with older people, you've realized that you have to be very careful about what you're saying. Yeah,
and also we can just talk about this because everyone has different idea and different thinking. So we can talk about this and discuss about this, but people just very stubborn. Not everyone. I mean some people. So I think I need to be careful what I'm talking, because like when I was here before go to Australia, I couldn't say something I want,
especially to older people,
or senior, because everything I say something, you shouldn't talk back to
You can't say your opinion to the older people.
Because older people saying is always right. That's what I learned. But when I was in Australia, I changed it. So I came back. So maybe all the people think I'm really rude boy, but actually I just changed it, and I don't know, I can't really go back that time.
You've been corrupted by Western culture.
Yes, exactly. But I think I prefer this one because I'm not young anymore and I'm getting older, and I respect what younger people say as well.
So you don't want somebody's opinion to be discounted just because they're younger?
No, I mean, of course we can learn something from young people. Of course young people can be smarter than you guys and us and older people. So we need to listen carefully what they say and accept their opinion, and
as well as older people's opinion as well. So consider everybody's
not
opinion.
ignoring. Just listening and just think about is right or not.
So that's something that has been a bit difficult for you coming back to Korea?
Yeah, and it reminds me, I need to be careful when I say something. Especially something emotional.
Yes. Emotional topics in Korea.
Yes.
Okay, so what's the next one?
next one was like personal space. Like when I was in Australia, when I went to the supermarket and I paid something and I was in the cashier, and usually people just wait at some distance and they just wait until I moved. But so many times I went to the supermarket here and people push me, and even though I'm still here and I'm still paying. And they just look at me so many times and
hurry up.
They just push the bucket thing. I was so annoyed, really annoyed about that.
In Korea, there's much more of a bali culture, right?
Bali
means quickly, which Australia does not have as much. Australia is more laid back, and people are usually pretty happy lining up and waiting in lines, and we leave big spaces.
But there's good things and bad things.
Yes.
Like, good things
everything's
fast.
Everything's fast and things get done. Yes, that's right. That is a good thing.
Yeah, like if you go to bank, they just do it really fast. And then even the telephone company, whatever, they do really fast. And if
tradespeople, they come and do it really fast. But in Australia, they'll be like, oh, I might come between now or 2 years from now. I don't know.
Really slow. So
there's good and bad things.
Good and bad things. So yeah, I don't really complain about that because I get lots of benefit from Bali, the faster one as well.
Okay, so number 3, what were your feelings about Korean food? So in Australia, we ate a lot of Korean food, right? But what did you think Korean food would be like when you came back to Korea?
Yeah, I think I was in Australia, so I thought my expectation of Korean food is Korean food is
real
the
Korean
best.
Food.
Real Korean food. Really better. A lot better than Australia and other countries. I think better than
the Korean food that you get in Australia.
Yes. But it's a lot better. But it's not like amazing.
There wasn't fireworks going on.
There wasn't like that. Yeah. And I thought I would eat lots of kimchi, but actually I don't really eat much kimchi.
Okay, number 4. What has been difficult?
I think the weather.
The cold. You didn't expect that.
Really cold. Like, of course I know Korean winter is really cold. So when we arrived to Busan airport just 3 weeks ago, I were just wearing t-shirts, just like these t-shirts. I don't know, it was minus, but it was quite cold, really cold. I know I was stupid, but I didn't expect this cold. I just forgot to think about.
Yeah, I think your thinking was like, I'm Korean, I'm a Korean man, I can deal with it. And my thinking was like, oh crap, I'm an Australian girl that's used to the heat and I haven't been in the cold ever. So I've come and I've got all my warm clothes and I haven't actually felt the cold too much. And so I've been like, yep, I'm Australian. I'm gonna put all these layers on and my beanie and my hat and everything. And I've been okay, but you've been like, I'm a Korean man, I'm gonna wear a t-shirt. And so you've been cold.
Yeah, really cold. It's like freezing. Like -5, -7, -9. It's really cold.
And you still refuse to wear really warm clothes sometimes.
No.
The other day you didn't take the jacket out. You just take a hoodie out. Yeah, so that is why you're feeling the cold. So don't feel sorry for him because it's his own fault. Okay, so that's all for now. So there might be some other things that are sort of unexpected differences for you.
Yeah.
That's after coming from Australia to Korea that are a bit, ooh, I don't know how I feel about that now. That type of thing.
Yeah. And thank you for watching our video.
And we'll see you next time. And don't forget to subscribe and like.
And like and Instagram.
Oh, he has
Facebook.
an Instagram now. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll see you guys later. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.